accident at work and woke up in a hospital bed. Initially, he thought it was just a minor injury, but the doctor informed him that he was infected with a severe strain of HIV and had less than 30 days to live. Ron refused to believe it. At that time, the public widely believed that AIDS was only transmitted through homosexual contact, and Ron had nothing but contempt for gay people. The doctor explained that his T-cell count had dropped to just 9, whereas a healthy person's count should be between 500 and 500. It was a miracle he was still alive. But Ron was convinced the hospital had mixed up the blood samples and mistakenly given him someone else's diagnosis. He didn't want to hear another word, got up to leave, and before walking out, he threw the diagnosis report at the doctor and cursed his entire family. Back home, Ron completely ignored the doctor's warning. He called over 2 escort girls and carried on as usual. When friends asked, Ron remained in denial, insisting it was just a cold. But one friend asked, what if the hospital wasn't wrong? That hit Ron hard. He turned and saw the calendar on the wall. The bright red 30 felt like a knife reminding him that his life was now on a countdown. After his friend left, Ron went straight to the library to look up information, hoping to prove he couldn't possibly have AIDS. Through his research, he learned that AIDS wasn't only spread through homosexual activity, drug use and promiscuous sex were also major risk factors. That made Ron think of the woman covered in needle marks he had been with. For the first time, he believed the diagnosis was real. In the 1980s, the only drug available in the US to treat AIDS was called ACT. Ron rushed to the hospital to buy it, but the doctor told him the drug was still in the experimental phase and was only being provided to selected trial participants. Ron pulled out a list of foreign medications, but the doctor shook his head and said, none of these are approved. Even if they work, you can't get them here. The doctor suggested he try a support group to at least ease some of the pressure. Ron found the idea ridiculous. Frustrated, Ron went to a bar to drink, but news of his diagnosis had already spread. As soon as he sat down, someone mockingly called him sweetheart, and laughter erupted around him. Enraged, Ron threw